Well, I got one more Monroe story for you before we go here. We were there. It's in December, and so I'd always go. It's actually when we still had the country band, and so we always shared number 2 dressing room, bluegrass room, and anyway, I said, Mr. Bill, I said, are y'all going to do Christmas Time's Coming tonight? I said, he said, no sir, don't believe we're going to do that. I said, well, is it okay if we do that? He said, that'd be fine. That'd be fine. And so he said, you know who did that song right there? And I said, well, let's see. I said, Jimmy Martin did that song, didn't he? He said, psst. He said, Jimmy Martin don't even believe in Santa Claus.
I got one more. Now, this actually happened to me. I was working with Bobby and Sonny, and I was backstage at the Opry, and Bill and I got together and was picking. And so we was playing Rawhide, and I was playing a little tenor to Bill behind it. And we got done, and it really came out well, as everybody was tickled with it. And Bill said, he said, boy, I wished I could do that. And I said, well, it's really not that hard, Bill. He said, well, Dad, blame it must be hard. I can't do it.
Dale's got one.
Come on, you go first.
Well, okay. Go ahead. The second bluegrass festival that was ever held was in Fincastle, Virginia.
Yeah.
We didn't. We didn't make the first one's in 1965. We didn't make it, but we made the second one. Well, Carlton Haney, he had Bill sitting on the stage, big part of the afternoon, and everybody that come up there, they'd sing a song with Monroe. And somehow or another, I ended up there sitting there with him, I don't know how I did that, but I did. Anyway, I noticed there was two or three girls hanging around after Monroe that day, and
That's unusual.
no, it's natural for him, but anyway, I got to think, we sitting there, I had my manly, he had his, and I said, Bill, I said, when you've got a couple of girlfriends hanging after you in a park like this, I said, how do you handle it? Well, you got to know the answers, boy.
Got to know the answers.
Hey, let me tell you this one thing. Was you done, Bob?
He's done, but I ain't started.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
Go on. That's all right.
Okay. Well, we was on the road, and we come off the road like on a Friday or Thursday or something like that, and Bill told me as we was coming in, he said, now I want to do that song, Wait a Little Longer, Please Jesus, which is a great gospel song, written by the Lubins, I think,
No, Hazel Hauser.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
The Lubins sang it, didn't you? Okay. Anyway, in those days, the only way you could get, well, he didn't tell me that he told me, he said, I want you to sing the verses. But he sung the verses on the record, and then he sung tenor on the chorus, But he probably read it off a piece of paper, And anyway, the only way you could get words to songs was go up at the National Life Building, and get they had 78 RPMs up there, and you could play them, but you couldn't take them out, And so I had to write it down, and I worked on it, and the verses, a lot of times the song, this line will lead into this line, and it's pretty easy. For some reason, that one didn't. But I thought I knew it, and we got on the Opry stage that Saturday night, and I got about the second verse, and I thought, wait a minute, I got doubt in myself. So I knew I'd messed up then, and so I sung a little of this with that verse and a little of that verse with this verse. And then there's 3 verses on it, so I had nothing to go. I didn't know what to sing on that.
So you did a rewrite.
So I didn't get none of them right. I got the first one right. But I thought, boy, now what's he going to say to me when we come off stage, So when we came off, I I stuck pretty close to him because I was ready to take it, whatever he had. We walked, and the curtain come down. It was at the end of the show, and I was standing there with him, and he said, I never heard it sung that way. I didn't know it either,